Hello and welcome to your Sculpt class. For today, we're going to be focusing on arms, abs, and the booty. So for equipment, you're going to need a light set of weights, a ball, a band, and then you always have the option of throwing on some ankle weights for a little bit of an extra challenge. We're going to start in standing. Let's get that 360 breathing in. One hand to your rib cage, one hand to your lower belly. Take a nice big inhale through your nose. Now as you exhale, think blow that birthday candle across the room. Pelvic floor lifts up. Inhale again. Exhale, lift, pull your hip bones together. And one more time, nice big inhale. And as you exhale, lift that pelvic floor, pull hip bones and zip your belly button in and up. Take your feet out nice and wide. All the way, turn your toes out. We're gonna have our arms sweep down and then exhale on the way up. Inhale and exhale. Really working through some hip mobility here. Press your knees out to the side. Working through some arm, shoulder mobility. Inhale. We're gonna hold it low and then bring your left arm over to your left knee. Right arm reaches up and over. Tiny little wrist circles here for 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it opposite direction. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back through center. Sweep those arms down. Stand up tall. We go for 3 more. Final 2, press those knees back. Final 1, now hold it low. Right arm, right knee. Left arm reaches, pull that shoulder blade away. Little wrist circles here for 3, 2, 1. Reverse it, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back through center. Slowly straighten those legs. Tuck your chin to your chest. And then roll your shoulders forward, 1 vertebrae at a time, comes down to the mat. Fingertips reach the mat, tiny little bend through that right knee. Feel a stretch to the left, straighten, and then bend through your left knee, stretch to the right. So bring a little hip shift here too as well. Deepen that inner thigh stretch. 1 more to the left. Now walk your hands over to the right. Left arm reaches up, feel that nice spinal twist, and then close it off again. Open as you exhale, inhale as you close. All right, walk those hands over to the right. Left hand stays down now, right arm reaches up, and then close. 1 more. And then bring it back through center, heel toe it in so your feet are hip distance. And then think your tailbone is pulling you down 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll yourself all the way up. Amazing. All right, let's jump into our first standing series. Grab that band and you're gonna bring it right around above your knees. And you're gonna grab both of your light weights, 1 in each hand. You do not need your ball. So for now, I'm just gonna tuck it away. I'll grab it in just a bit. I don't want it rolling around everywhere in front of me though. All right, taking your feet so they're just a little bit wider than hip distance. Having the weights in your hands, you can bring them right up to your shoulders. We're just gonna start with a simple squat. So in our squat, I want you to focus on range of motion here because we have lighter weights, so we can really focus in on that range of motion. So you're bringing those weights up to your shoulders. Inhale all the way down. See if you can get your legs parallel or lower with the floor, and then exhale all the way up. Those weights are gonna stay right by your shoulders. Here we go, all together. Inhale, and then exhale up. Beautiful. Nice simple squat here to start. Inhale all the way down, and then exhale all the way up. Your goal is to be pressing those knees out against the band. You are the boss of that band. It is not the boss of you. So make sure you stay in charge. Do not let it pull your knees in. Breathe. When you reach the top of your squat, I want you to activate through your glutes, but I don't want you to overextend through your hips. There is a difference, right? So we're squeezing the glutes, but we're not pushing our hips forward. They're stopping right above our ankles or slightly before. We're gonna add in a press now. So we inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up, press those arms up over your head and then pull them down. As you press, I want you to think that your rib cage stays stacked right over your pelvis. No flaring through the ribs. Especially when we have, again, like these light weights, we can really focus in on that alignment in our form. Breathe. If you want to add a little bit of speed, go for it. We're adding in a right leg lift. So we inhale on the way down. We exhale on the way up, press those arms up. Right leg lifts out, lower down, pull everything down. Press. And down, keep it going. I want this to be slow and controlled. As your leg lifts out to the side, think lifting out slightly back behind you. Breathe. We're going to stay standing in 2 and 1. Bring both of those arms down. We're going to be working with the right hand is going to be on with the weight on that right leg. Left arm lifts out as right leg lifts. Lift, lower. So you can just hang that weight on the side. A little bit more resistance. That band is really working too, to feel that burn. Breathe. Exhale, pelvic floor lifts, core wraps as your leg and arm lift up. Beautiful. We're gonna go into a nice little hinge, working that glute min, glute med right now. 2, 1, grab weights, grab hold of both of those weights again. Find that hinge. Extend your right leg back, flex your foot, both arms come down, palms face in. Lift that right leg as you fly. Inhale, lower tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Work through your back. Think kicking through your heel. So here from the side, you can see that my leg is nice and straight, foot is flexed, squeeze through that glute. It's not a big lift, okay? Bringing those toes in together, 2 and 1. Bring your toes in, elbows are bent at 90. You're gonna exhale, tap those toes back, extend your arms straight, and then pull in and bend. Sink down into that left glute, nice deep bend through that left knee. Squeeze your triceps as you extend your arms back. Keep it going. We are going to be starting it up with that squat and press with our left leg lift this time. And then gonna hit that left side, all right? How's that left glute stabilizing leg feeling? Mine is feeling good. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring feet right back to about shoulder distance. Bring those weights back up to your shoulders. Let's inhale on the way down, exhale up, press those weights up. Left leg now lifts out and lower. Inhale, pull it down. Press, rib cage is stacked. Left leg lifts up, lower down. As you lift, remember, lifting out or back to the side. So from here, to the side and back, because I don't want your hip flexor taking over. Okay, keep it going. Scoop that belly. Squeeze that side butt. Bringing that left weight onto the side of your left thigh. Both hands come down. Slide that weight onto the left thigh. Shift your weight into your right foot. Right arm lifts as left leg lifts, and then lower down. Work it into those shoulders. Whew. And again, that glute min, glute med. Shoulders stay stacked. I just notice mine rounding forward. Just want to think shoulder blades slide down towards your midline. I don't like to say back and down because then you got popped chest, so just think slide those shoulder blades in. Going into that hinge. Whew. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab hold of both those weights again. This time your right leg is planting, your left leg is back. Point those toes, bring your arms down. This time flip it so your palms are facing your thighs. Pinkies go up to the ceiling as you lift that leg up. So here from the side. And lower. And lower. Keep it going. Squeeze shoulder blades together still. Work to keep your hip bones pointing forward. Don't let yourself open up over that hip. Finding that toe tap in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sinking into that right knee, arms are bent, toes tap in. Exhale, arms go straight back, left toes tap back. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, extend. Squeeze those triceps. Pull your elbow towards your shoulder. Remember, we are working arms today. So fire them up. Breathe. We are bringing it down to the mat. Whew. In 10. And grabbing that ball. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring it all the way down to the mat. You're gonna place the band and the weights can just go nice off to the side. Grab your ball. If you have your ankle weights on, keep them there. All right, we're gonna come into a nice little all fours positioning here. So bring yourself down. Ball is gonna come underneath that right hand, and your left leg is going to extend back behind you. Both hip bones, I really want you to focus on keeping them down towards the mat. Scoop through that lower belly, pull your belly button in and up. Find that nice long spine. Pressing down on the ball with your right hand, and that left leg is just gonna lift and lower. So inhale here at the bottom, exhale, left leg lifts, press down onto the ball to fire up through your upper abs. Inhale, release that tension on the ball, the toes come back down. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower, release. So both hip bones stay facing down towards the mat through this entire motion here. Again, we're not opening up that hip. We want to keep it locked in. Squeeze your smile line right where your glute meets your hamstring. So we're bringing the focus into the glute max now. That big muscle on the back. Again, nice long spine. Press your hands down into the mat, into the ball. Lift yourself up out of head, neck, and shoulders here. We're gonna bring it into a little push-up. So next time, we lift that leg up, hold it high. Arms bend, press, and then toes tap down. Now, that is gonna be, continue going. It's hard because of the balance on the ball, right? So your core is working overtime to make sure that you stay controlled and balanced. Inhale down, exhale, press. Squeeze that glute. You've got this. Lower tap and lift. We are adding on something fun. I'm just gonna quickly make sure these are out of the way. Lower, press. Now, the next time you're down there, lift that leg up. Lower, hold it, slide that arm out. In, press it up, leg lowers. Squeeze that glute, lift. Arms bend down into the push-up. Right arm slides out. In, press it up, leg lowers. A lot of work for the glute, a lot of work for the core and for that left tricep. Breathe. You've got this. Strong. Whew. We are holding it low. In just a moment. 3, 2, and 1. Now on your next one, squeeze, lift that glute up. Inhale, bend it down. Slide it out and in. Out and in. Nice. Whew. Stabilization here through that left tricep. It is going to be burning. We're holding it out. Hold it long. Tiny little presses on the ball with little lifts of the glute. Here we go. Squeeze it. Tiny lifts. We're here for 10. You're strong. And then bring that ball in between your knees. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully roll it up. Bring the ball in between your knees. Both hands are coming down onto the mat. Whew, right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Curl those toes. Inhale. Exhale, squeezing the ball. Lift your knees up for 3, 2, 1. Tap it down. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the ball. Lift those knees up for 3, 2, 1. Tap it down. Keep it going. 2, and 1. Really firing into that deep core, firing into the pelvic floor. Whew, here we go. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next time, we're gonna hold it up, alternating those knees. So inhale nice and deep for me here. Exhale, squeeze that ball. Lift your knees up. Rotate over to the right. Right hand comes to right ear. Bring it back through center. Rotate those knees over to the left hand to left ear. And back through center. I want you to reconnect each time both hands are on the mat. Squeeze that ball. Pull those hip bones together. You've got this. Fun little transition into the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab that ball. I am spinning just so you see my working arm and leg. So left hand has the ball, right hand is down, right leg is back. Inhale at the back. Exhale, squeeze your glute, lift it up. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, press on that ball as you squeeze that leg and lower. Notice that my lower back is not arching to get my leg higher than my hip. It does not need to go any higher than that. Imagine I am behind you, pulling your leg out and up. Length is just as important as height here. Breathe. And lower. We're adding on that push up, all right? So inhale here, exhale, press on the ball. Lift that right leg up. Inhale, arms bend, press, and then lower that toes down. So keep the leg lifted the entire time. The ball is there to throw your balance off. It is a challenge. So if you're feeling wobbly, that's on purpose. Pull your hip bones in tighter together. Make that deep core connection. Beautiful. Hoo-wee. We've got this. We're adding in that little slide out. So inhale. Exhale, lift that right leg up, I'm sorry. Inhale, bend, extend, pull it back in, press it up, lower those toes. Squeeze that right glute. Inhale, arms bend, roll that ball out with your left hand, pull it back in, press yourself up through center. Whew. How many times are you gonna make that noise? That needs to be the last one. All right. We have our fun little burner finisher for our all fours work. We're gonna hold it low on our next one. Just that arm goes out and in to start. Here we go. Lift that leg, bend it, arm extends, then pull it in. Inhale on the extension, exhale on the pull. This is slow. As you pull in, pull those lower abs up so that you can squeeze that glute a little bit higher. Now, hold the extension. Little leg lifts, press onto the ball. Squeeze your glute. Whew, hold that right elbow in. You're here for 10. You are strong. Then we're hitting those abs in supine in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holy moly. Bring those big toes together, knees go wide. Roll yourself forward with the ball. Breathe. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it all the way back up. All right. You ready to hit some supine abs? All right, you're gonna need the ball. And you're gonna keep that the weights on your ankles if you have them. If you don't have them, this is gonna burn just as good, I promise. All right, back it up a bit. Take the ball and you're gonna place it at the bottom of your shoulder blades. If you wanna make it a little bit more challenging, slide it a little bit lower onto your back. The choice is yours. Either way, bring those hands behind your head, elbows go nice and wide. Inhale, arch over the ball. Exhale, bring yourself up. If you're noticing coning or doming, I want you just to come to neutral. So there's a lot of different modifications you can take here. Here we go, inhale. Again, if you're noticing coning and doming, you're just coming to neutral. You're not crunching all the way up. You can also slide that ball a little bit higher to the middle of your shoulder blades. Lots of different choices. Either way, you're breathing. Exhale. Pull from your lower abs all the way up. Adding in leg lifts. Here we go. We're gonna inhale on the way back. Exhale up, hold it high. Both knees come up into tabletop. Tap those toes down. Inhale back. Hold it high. Knees to table. Lower down. You also have the option of having your arms forward. Inhale back. That's gonna create a little bit more counterbalance, so it will be a little bit easier to lift those knees up, all right? So your choice. Tap them down. We are holding both our knees and our chest high in 3, 2, 1. Exhale nice and long. Bring it up. Reach those arms forward, knees stay high. Scoop that belly in and up. Right toes tap down and lift. Left toes tap down. Alternating through. Nice long exhales as those toes come down. Let your shoulders roll down your back. Beautiful. See if you can lift yourself up off of that ball, right? So you're just gently resting on it like it's a water balloon you don't want to pop. You're not dumping your weight into it. Feel your core activate even more. Grabbing that ball in 3, 2, and 1. Carefully grab the ball. Left knee comes up into tabletop. Right elbow presses the ball into that left knee. Left hand comes behind your head. You can lift your chest up if that feels good or leave it down. Right knee comes up. Tap those toes down. Up through center. Press that ball into that opposite knee and breathe. Scoop your belly. Bringing the ball in between your knees in 2 and 1. Bring that ball in between your knees. You can rest your head down, arms are long. Squeeze on the ball, extend both legs long, and then pull them back in. Exhale. Inhale. The lower your legs go, the more challenging on your core. I want you to have your lower back flush with the mat so that you can feel if you're pulling that lower back up as your legs extend. That's a really good cue that you're going too low. So lift them to a higher diagonal. Lower abs on fire. 3, 2, and 1. Now grab that ball. This time right knee is up, left elbow, right hand behind your head. You have the option of staying low, or you can lift yourself up, left toes come up, tap them down. Really press that knee into the ball just as hard as your elbow is pressing. Pull that belly button in and up. Whew. We have one more move. Adding some challenge. Grab that ball in between your hands. In 3, 2, and 1. Grab that ball in between your hands. Pulling your knees up. Ball in your hand. You're going to squeeze on that ball. Arms go overhead as legs go long. And then bring it back in through center. Exhale. Double arm and leg lower. Again, if you're noticing coning or doming and you can't manage that pressure, legs go up higher. Meet your body where it's at. As always. This is your last move. You can do anything for 10 more seconds, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Let those knees windshield wiper over to the right and over to the left. You can place that ball off to the side. Breathe. Now hug both of your knees in. Breathe nice and deep. Keep that right knee into your chest. Left leg goes long. You can reach down. Take that ankle weight off. Place it off to the side. Now give me tiny little ankle circles through that right foot for 3, 2, 1. Reverse opposite direction. 3, 2, 1. Pull that right knee over to the left. Right arm can come to a cactus. Look over that right shoulder. Breathe. And then bring it back through center. Hug both those knees in again. And then give me a little rock and sway this time. Back and forth. Right leg goes long. Hug that left knee in. Take your ankle weights off if you can. Mine want to stay on, I guess, which is like fine. Here we go. Give me little ankle circles through that left ankle. 3, 2, 1, and then reverse. 3, 2, and 1. Pull that right knee over. Left arm cactuses, look over that left shoulder. Ooh, I did chest yesterday, and this stretch feels nice. Nice big inhale, roll it back through center. Whew. Popping up onto all fours. Little cat-cow. Inhale, chest opens, arch through that back. Inhale, round it forward, tailbone points down to the mat. And lift your tailbone up, lift your chest and your chin. Exhale, point it down to the mat, round shoulders forward. One more. Bring your big toes together, knees are wide. Sit back down onto your heels. Walk your hands forward. Find that nice stretch in that child's pose. Inhale through your backside body. Nice and deep. We're going to be ending with breaths here. Exhale, nice and long. Inhale, back rib expansion. Exhale, long. And then give me one more deep inhale. Long exhale. If you like where you are, stay there. If you have things to do, go ahead and come to seated. Congratulations, you have completed your Sculpt day. As always, I hope you feel stronger than when you started, and I'll see you next time.